Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys every Funko Pop that I own. I'm going to go through this whole shelf. It's going to be a pretty long video, so grab a snack. Also guys, if you don't know what these videos are, I'm going to be showing you every character, going to be naming all of them, and I might tell you a small story or a quick story about some of them because they're really cool, and then maybe I got them a cool way, or maybe they're just awesome characters and then there's a backstory to them. But anyways guys, let's get started. Oh, by the way, I have over like 350 characters, almost 360 now. Let's go. Okay, so first shelf I'm going to start with here is my flocked shelf. If you don't know what flocked is, it's kind of like a bit of a fluffy kind of coating over the characters. But here, guys, we have flocked Bambi. And then we have flocked Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. And then, guys, we have flocked Swamp Thing. I actually got this one at Niagara Falls Comic Con. This is a really cool one. I picked it up for 30 bucks, but it's only worth 15. But it's still a great character, and I had never seen it before. Flocked Simba. This was a Hot Topic exclusive, but for some reason the sticker wasn't sticking too well, so it fell off. But it is a flocked pop. You can kind of see the fluff in there. Now this one's flocked Wampa from Hot Topic. This one's flocked Beast from Hot Topic. This one's a New York Comic Con exclusive flocked Cookie Monster. And then a Barnes & Noble exclusive Freddy Fazbear, which is also flocked. Now, a lot of these guys are actually exclusive to Hot Topic, and I guess it's because they get a lot of good exclusives. It's kind of hard to see the back ones over here, but we're going to start with this one. Here we go. You can see Snuffleupagus, Big Bird. This is Chase Smog. The difference with him is that he's got the yellow eyes, and it looks great. I think it's an awesome character. Then we have Godzilla, and then Discord, and then here we have Baymax in his suit. This is Burnt Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Winston from Overwatch. This is Doomsday from Batman vs Superman. A lot of people didn't like this character. And when I bought this one, the guy at GameStop was actually questioning me why I was buying it, because he said it looked that bad and he couldn't put it in his collection. But I love that character. It's kind of weird and quirky, but it's cool. Here's the Throne from Game of Thrones. It's a 6-inch character. It doesn't look anything like a pop. Here we have Hagrid. And then this one is this is Colossal Titan from Attack on Titans. Here is the normal Wampa. I also have the flocked one down there like I just showed you. Then we have Baymax with emoticons. If you look closely, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but he's got some glitter in him. Yeah, you can see it there with the little rate your pain scale on him right there. I think that's awesome. And then over here, guys, we have just the original Thanos. Oh, and if you guys don't know, this is all of my 6-inch pop boxes on the right of the shelf over here. Now, guys, we're going to move up to this next shelf. This has like a lot of movie characters as well as just a bunch of random ones. But here we have the Mad Hatter. Then we have, this is Master Splinter, and then we have Bella Swan this is from Twilight. My mom really likes Twilight, so that's why I got these characters. They were only $5 over at GameStop. Then we have Olaf, Elsa, Edward Cullen's, Glow-in-the-Dark Storm. If you guys don't know this one, the hair glows in the dark, and I think it's an awesome character. This one's a Kamikaze exclusive. This one came out the same year as the Chrome Chris Evans or Chrome Captain America. Then we have Hipster Jasmine. Up here, guys, we actually have Harry Potter with a Quidditch Harry Potter. And then we have Harry Potter, the original one. Here's the one with the golden egg. Harry Potter in his sweater. Harry Potter with Hedwig. I actually have 5 and then 6 different Harry Potters. There's one up there as well. You can see them. Awesome characters. I love Harry Potter. And then over here we have Tinkerbell, but she's got glitter on her. And then we have the Joker. Here we have Slapstick, X-Force Deadpool. Here's the 10th Doctor with 3D glasses. This one is, Rocket Raccoon. I blanked for a second there. Max from Secret Life of Pets. J-Mo, which is Jake as BMO, which is a great character, Target exclusive. And then we have the Giant Groot. I am Groot. Here's a pretty colorful shelf, guys. You can see I've got a bunch of Batman ones down here. To start off, this is the Unmasked Batman, which is a Target exclusive. Then we can move over to the Rainbow Batman, New York Comic Con exclusive. Here we have Bullseye Batman and Zebra Batman. These two came in a Hot Topic 2-pack. They look awesome. Here's North Pole Camo Batman as well as Radium. This is Professor Radium Batman. Now, if you guys notice there, he's got a hand that's missing. And on the boxes, like here, I'll show you here with one of these ones. You see how their head kind of covers a part of it? Well, on the box for Professor Radium Batman, the hand was getting covered by it, so I didn't know that it was missing, and my parents got it for me for Christmas. I've told you the story a bunch of times. There's a whole video on it if you guys want to check it out. Here we have Earth 2 Batman. This is the really cool blue Batman. It's like a lighter bluish color. I love this one. Here's Steampunk Batman. I believe this is part of a comic book. I don't know where this comes in, but it's an awesome character. Then we have Surf's Up Joker, Surf's Up Batman. Here is I Am Groot in his pot that says I Am Groot. So it's Groot in a potted Groot in an I Am Groot pot. I tried saying that 5 times fast. Here we have Zoidberg, which is blue. It's like an alternate universe Zoidberg. Then we have Sam I Am with Cat in the Hat. These two are awesome. This one's one of my tallest Funko Pops. It's a 3-inch. Here we have the Killing Joke Joker. I love that little glass he's got in his hand there. I just think it looks great. It looks like there's an actual liquid inside of it, and it even says Wits on the camera. I want it to focus. It's just so small. There we go, guys. You can kind of see it. Here we have Elvis Stitch with his huge hair. I like that. Sandy Cheeks. This is Judy Hopps. Here is the Vault Boy, which is the full green one. It glows in the dark. It's awesome. It's next to Dog Meat. I didn't even mean to do that. They're just the two Fallout ones next to each other there. Here we have Freddy Krueger with syringe fingers, and he's not wearing a hat. I think the hat on this one just looks gross and so detailed. And then we have Pinhead from Hellraiser, which glows in the dark. Now, guys, we're going to kind of move up to the top of the shelf here, which is like a bunch of random stuff up here. It's a lot of great stuff still, so I'm going to show you it here. Here we have Vanellope von Schweetz and her Dorbs ride. Now, these are all Dorbs characters, and I love these rides anyways. I keep saying characters. But here's Vanellope von Schweetz and her car. Here's Wonder Woman and her invisible jet. Batman in his 1966 Batmobile. Fred in the Mystery Machine. Now, guys, up here, this is General Grievous, which is a Wacky Wobbler. This is one of the older Wacky Wobblers. Up here, guys, we have Groot Haikari. Now, if you get really high up there, it's the Great Gazoo, which is from the Flintstones, which is a great character. I don't know why it's not focusing. Hold up. Ah, it's gonna bug me. Anyways, here we have the Golden Chrome BB-8. There we go, guys. Now I can show you that. There's the Great Gazoo, and here's Chrome BB-8. Here is the Wicked Wench in the ship, which is actually the Wicked Wench ship, so it's just Captain in Wicked Wench. It's a confusing name for it. But anyways, guys, we have the not Mystery Mini, but like the Pocket Pop 3-pack. Here's King Kong up at the top here holding a helicopter. Here's Cake and Fiona in their 2-pack. And then here's Bill Compton, Sookie Stackhouse, and Eric Northman in their 3-pack from True Blood. I don't think I've ever really shown this off in a video, but here's the way I stack my Pops on the sides here. And then I put 2 chase figures up top here, which is Cupcake and then Batman, which are really awesome ones. But I'll show you how I stack them from behind so I can fit so many boxes. I hope you guys can see that. I put them sideways so I can fit like triple the amount instead of having the front ones. Like, these are the nicer boxes all standing up here, and then they're all sitting sideways back there, if you guys wanted to know how I fit so many pop boxes here. Now, guys, we're going to move on to this shelf here, which is kind of like a work in progress, but I'm fixing it up. I took all these guys out of the boxes just because I'm eventually going to make it a full shelf, but for right now, it's just this. Here, guys, we have Donald Trump. I thought he was such a funny character, I had to get him. We have Daniel from Alien Covenant. Here we have, Figrin Dan and Niall Cheel from the from the Cantina Band. Here we have Mowgli. Up here we have Pearl. I know Amethyst. Hold on, I gotta think of their names. Pearl, Amethyst, Steven, and Garnet. There we go, guys. And here we have Hillary Clinton. And then we have Luke holding the bone, which also came with the Rancor, which you'll see later. Here, this is Chrome Darth Vader. This is the Man in Black. And here's Vivek from Elder Scrolls Morrowind. And now down here, guys, we actually have a Dewback with the Sand Trooper, as well as Marshmallow from Frozen. Okay, guys, for this shelf, I've got a lot of Disney characters and a lot of really cool Sesame Street ones. Here, guys, we have Cookie Monster, Super Grover, Harry Monster, Kermit the Frog. This one is Jack Sparrow from the new one. It's the golden one from Hot Topic. The thing is, they said that it was going to be like a really cool gold color with like all these different details and indents and stuff just to make it look like it was really popping. But then it's all one gold color and looks kind of weird. I like it, but it's not my favorite. But I decided to get it just because it was cool. Zombie Kenny. Here we have Clark Griswold from Lampoon's National Christmas Vacation. I blanked there for a second. Here is Gus Gus in Slipper. Fire Alarm Minion, Alfredo Linguini. Here's Chrome C-3PO, which is an awesome character. I love this one. Here's Cheshire Cat. Now this is the 3 of them. I'm going to show you guys these ones all together because it comes in a 3-pack. Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston. I love their Bootios boxes that they come with. And it's got them right there sitting on the front. Looks just like the box, actually, if you can see it over there. I have a Bootio cereal right there. There you go, guys. You can see behind the trash can over there. I don't know why it's there. But yeah, these guys are awesome. This is the 3-pack, which actually came from FYE. This cereal was also exclusive to FYE if you guys want to pick it up. It was $13, so kind of expensive. Here, guys, is Jonathan Taze. Then we have Twilight Sparkle. Awesome character. Here we have Duke, and this one's from The Secret Life of Pets. Scarlet Spider, which is a Walgreens exclusive. Here's Harley Quinn from Arkham Asylum. And then we have Hulk Hogan, which my grandpa actually met at a gas station. It was kind of funny. And then we have Nemo from Finding Nemo or Finding Dory, depending on how you look at it. Coming up to this shelf here, guys, this is just a bunch of random characters. Here we have Hatsune Miku, which is a really cool one. It's a really nice glitter one. I don't know why I got it. I just got it because it was such a bright and vibrant colors. Here we have Killer Croc, Chrome Beemo. They're just like J-Mo earlier, but, you know, Beemo's even cooler. And then we've got Professor X from X-Men, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense. Here we have Phantom Foxy, Blue Aquaman from the new Batman vs. Superman, which he was hardly in the movie, but they didn't make a Lex Luthor. Here we have Willy Wonka, Invisible... Wait, there's nothing there. Here we have Peter Venkman, and then we have Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Here is Hank from Finding Dory, Pennywise from It. Here's Iron Man Mark 43, which is a great character. Then we have the Pumpkin King. Here is Insane Snowball from Secret Life of Pets. Then we have Mrs. Potts and Chip. Here is Stewie with Rupert. And then we have Elsa, which is a different Elsa than the one I showed you before. This Elsa is kind of like the older one. Here we have Bumblebee from Transformers. And then we have back here, Green Lantern Domo. Here, guys, it kind of gets to the cooler exclusive section, or just like my favorite pops. Here we have Buzz Lightyear, which is 9 inches tall, limited edition to San Diego Comic-Con 2011, 360 pieces. I really know the stats on this one. This one I got for $65. It's now worth $400 on the Pop Price Guide. Great character. I love the chrome on this one. I actually got it on sale on Gemini Collectibles. Here, guys, we have Wreck-It Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph. It's number 1 in the Wreck-It Ralph line. They didn't make a second wave, so I don't know why they did that. Here we have Dr. Egon Spangler, which is a great character worth like $60. Over here we have Freddy Funko. I got this one a while ago. Now I don't believe they sell this one anymore. So it's a really cool character and I'm glad I got it. Then down here, guys, we have Thor from Secret Wars. And a little bit higher, guys, we have the Oompa Loompa, which something cool about this one, guys. Let me pull it out for you. I don't normally take this one out, but for you guys, it says right here on the back, I hope you guys can see it. It's going to focus. Hold on. It says Oopma Loompa instead of Oompa Loompa. It says OOPMA instead of OOMPA, which is really funny. I think that's really cool. Now, guys, we have Rey Mysterio 7-Eleven exclusive right here. Then we have Indiana Jones, which is a Disney Parks exclusive. I love that little sticker. I think it looks great. Then we have Howard Wolowitz and Penny, which doesn't have a last name. Now, guys, for the top of the shelf here, we've got a bunch of cool stuff. We've actually got a Popped Volume 2, I believe this is. This is Volume 4. Now, what's cool about this thing is it just shows a bunch of different photos that people took for the book, and it's done by Funko. It's licensed and everything. It's awesome. Now, back here, we actually have a Karate Kid reaction figure with it still kept the punch in. I love that. Now, guys, over here, we actually have Harry Potter with the train, which I showed you a little while ago. There we go, guys. Looks great. Here we have my custom Walt Disney Funko Pop. I think it looks great. I actually used a Frank Walker Pop to make that one from Tomorrowland. Here, guys, we have the tins from, this is from the Disney subscription box, and it's got the 2 of them in there. They're not in there right now. I actually have them down there with the rest of my mystery minis. But this one came with, well, you'll see them in a minute, but this is Woody, and then this one's Jack Sparrow. Here's my 6-inch Dorb, which is the 1966 Batman one. It's the classic TV one. Here are the 2 Funko catalogs from Toy Fair, which 2 years in a row here. I've got the 2016 one and then the 2015 one. And then over here, guys, we've got Shiva, which is another Wacky Wobbler. It's a really old one. And then, of course, Dumbo with Timothy flying up at the top there. Now, guys, down here at the bottom, I actually have my Wacky Wobblers. Here we have Ghost Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, Wicket, Chewbacca, Clone Trooper. Here's a Gamorrean guard back there, Greedo, Bosk, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and a Jawa. I love the eyes on the Jawa. I think they look great. And I like this style of Wacky Wobblers better than the new ones, how they're all cute and that. I don't know. I don't really like those as much. Here, guys, we have the Elf on the Shelf, Raj Koothrappali, Rex, Bizarro, Gudetama, and Ka. Then a little bit higher, guys, we have Wally, we have Leonard Hofstadter, Princess Leia, Alex DeLarge, Masked, which looks great. He's a Hot Topic limited edition exclusive. Smee and Rigby. Now guys, up a bit, we have the glow-in-the-dark SpongeBob, Space Jam, Bugs Bunny. This one's a great character. I love how big his ears are. Q*bert, Swamp Thing. This is the Beast, which actually looks like he's bursting out of this box when I first bought him. He's really cool. He's got even, it looks like a little duck on top of his head, which is kind of funny. Here we have E3PO, which is Chrome. There is no normal E3PO, which is really cool. That's how it's an exclusive, Galactic Conventions exclusive. Here we have M3, which is really just Monster 3, or the Blue Monster from Space Jam. Have you ever heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team. Bow, 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 bow. I don't know. Anyways, guys, here's Connor McDavid, which is a really cool one. I believe he's on the front of the 2018 NHL 2K18, which is really cool. Here we have Chrome, Lightning McQueen, and then we have Pluto. I don't know why I forgot his name there. Sharknado, Twilight Ringwrath, which with those crowns was the tallest Funko Pop for a while. Then M3 beat him out. Here we have, this is Sackboy from Little Big Planet. Here we have Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Cat Dog from Cat Dog. I love this one, just how there's two heads. It's like one of the only ones besides Barf and Belch. And then the twins from the horror... Oh, shoot. Anyways, guys, you know what I mean. And then we have Cthulhu, which is Patina, which looks really awesome. It's kind of like an old, kind of copperish, kind of like rusted copper color. Okay guys, so next up we kind of have my smaller Funko items. So over here guys, we have the 4-pack from Charlie Brown or Peanuts, and these guys are really cool. This was a Target exclusive, and then for some reason the price dropped to like $8 on them, so you could get these instead of $20 for $8. Here we have my Enchantress Rock Candy. Then we have Jesse Pinkman and Walter White reaction figures. Here we have, this is Cosmo from, I was thinking of the Pluto down here. Here we have Cosmo, Dorb, which is a really awesome one. I love this character from Guardians of the Galaxy. Then we have Blueberry Muffin, and then we have Abu, Stan Lee, Pink Batman, and then over here we have Star-Lord. And then if you get a bit higher, guys, here's my mystery minis. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I'll show you all of them, but I'm not going to name them all. But I can tell you some that I really like. Here's the Woody one from the Disney Treasures, and then here's the Jack Sparrow one from Disney Treasures. Now guys, a bit higher, we also have my smaller box wall over here with just a bunch of really cool boxes that I really like. And then up here, guys, we have my Q-Fig section, which aren't Funko, but I really do love these characters. Now guys, on to the fourth shelf over here. We've got a bunch of characters that I've got to name. This could take a minute. Now guys, down here we have Fry from Futurama, Fat Amy, Hong Kong Phooey. Here is Crow Minion, here's Kristoff, Anna, Sabretooth. This one is Buddy the Elf. They're actually remaking this one and making a few more characters from it. Then we have Potted Groot, Rocky. Here is Hello Kitty, Carl. This one's George Bluth Jr., George Bluth Sr. This one is Philip Rivers, which is my only football player because it was on sale, so I was like, well, I wanted to get it just because of the helmet. Here is Nova Corps Suit, Rocket Raccoon with a tiny little... As you can see there, tiny little Potted Groot. Here we have the Joker from 1966. This is a really crappy Hulk pop, which I really love though. How just funny he looks with the muscles. We have the Collector, Max from Where the Wild Things Are. Here is Ted. This one is Impossibear and Catbug. These are really cool ones from Bravest Warriors. Then over here, guys, we have Iron Man, Spider-Man. This one is Bored Silly Kevin, I believe. Here's Alien, Captain Marvel, and then Drift over in the back over there. Just let me zoom in on him for you. Drift, everyone. Okay guys, so now on to my Star Wars shelf here. Now I'm going to mention this right now. Slave Oolah in the back here for some reason does not stand. The head's huge. Those big tentacles on the back just don't work with it. For some reason Ahsoka stands nice and this one stands nice. All of them stand great, but for some reason her body's so small that it just pushes, her head tilts it back and it doesn't stand very well. I'm going to put this one back in the box just because it doesn't look great. But anyways guys, Slave Oolah, Ahsoka Tano. Here is Queen Amidala, Rey with goggles, Rey without the goggles. Here is Finn, Captain Phasma. This is Hoth, Han Solo, Jabba in the back there, Poe Dameron. Here is a Snowtrooper, I believe. This is Kylo Ren, BB-8, Bib Fortuna. Here's Bosk, Maz Kanata with goggles up. Here is R2B1, I want to say. Here's C2B5. This one's Biker Scout, Chewbacca, Yoda. This one's Adam's Yoda, but he decided to give it to me because he just felt like I was going to be better with it than he was. He also has the Darth Vader character, but I already have that one, so he's got that one as well. Here is Luke Skywalker. This one is Greedo, Han Solo, Boba Fett prototype, Jango Fett, Darth Vader like I showed you, and then Moma Neda or Hammerhead. Now guys, here's my huge Disney shelf. I'm going to get down for you guys so I can show you all of them. Here's Frank Walker from Tomorrowland, Russell from Up, Shere Khan from The Jungle Book, Minnie Mouse, Flick, Bing Bong, Fear, Anger, Sadness. Here's Buzz Lightyear. This one is Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Here's Flash. Of course, Mickey doesn't fit back there, but he is the epic Mickey. I wanted to get the Oswald one, but I never did. Here's Elsa with her little characters down there, like the Frozen Fever snowman. Here is Vampire Teddy with Jack Skellington, Day of the Dead Jack Skellington. Here is Stitch, which Alex needed something to... Never mind. Alex would know what I'm talking about. Here is Scrump from Lilo and Stitch. Here's young Elsa and young Anna. Here is Ramon, which looks great. He's also got a low and slow license plate back there, which I love. Here is Lightning McQueen with the Rusty's logo. I love that one. Here's Dory, Ariel. This is the Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. I don't know if they have names, do they? And then there's Angel and then Stitch. These guys look great next to each other. Now guys, onto the last big shelf here. We have Quick Boomerang Mega Man. We have, this one is... Magneto, but he's kind of like a chrome, not a chromish color, more of a metallic, kind of like in between. Dr. Facilier. Here we have the Captain America. Why did I forget that one? Here we have Sai from Duck Dynasty, but he's got his paint on to make it look like he's about to go hunting or fishing or something. Here's Psycho from Borderlands. Sheldon Cooper, this was my first pop character ever, which is a really cool one. Noah got it for me July 13th, 2014. That was my birthday, and he got it for me then. It's just a great character. Here is Beast Boy, not Beast. Hold on. Beast Boy. Okay, hold on. Okay guys, then we have, this one was a bad one. This is Amazon exclusive Unmasked Star-Lord, and for some reason the head came really tilted down and it won't tilt back up, and it's bugging me a lot. That's why I kind of sit him over here. I don't like him as much in the middle. Here we have Valentine's Day Harley Quinn. This is Evil Morty from Rick and Morty. This is Super Brains. This is Summertime Olaf. Here is Shrek. He's a really good father from the Father's Day video. Here's Nathan Drake from... you know what, guys? I'm not going to say it. I didn't forget, that's for sure. Just put it down in the comment section below what Nathan Drake's from. That'll show that you've watched this far into the video, which would be crazy. Here's Bender. Here's Flying Superman from Batman vs. Superman. Here, guys, is Ray Stantz from Ghostbusters. Then we have Black Lantern Reverse Flash, Jake the Dog, Scooby-Doo, Yellow Jacket, Slimer. Here's the Frog with Princess Tiana. Here's The Rock, Hawkeye, Poison Ivy. This one's Louie the Alligator, Sheriff Ralphie. Now guys, let's get into the Pop Ride section. First up we have Cousin Eddie, the black and yellow suit Batgirl. Then we have Dr. Emmett Brown. Here we have, this is Carnage. Then we have over here the Medic perk, which is the Vault Boy Medic perk. And then we have over here, we have Man of Steel Superman. Then if you get up a little bit higher, we have Jesse Pinkman in the Crystal Ship, Deadpool, X-Force Deadpool in his X-Force Chimichanga truck, Winston Zeddemore in the Ecto-1. We have, this is Marty McFly in the DeLorean. It's got the DMC right on it, DeLorean Motor Company. And then we have one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bus. Now guys, up here is where it gets really random. We have some small blocks figures, and then some other bigger ones back there. And then we have my certificate from the Funko Fun Club right over there. Now we have some Wacky Wobblers, which are the Christmas ones. And then we have the giant, this is the Rancor, which I told you I'd show you later. And then Marin with SS Aaron, and then another blocks back there, if you can kind of see Ox over there. So guys, now that is the entire shelf from here, but I also have a bunch of other Funko stuff kind of around the house, so I'm going to be showing you that stuff as well. Here, guys, is my Pop mug, and it's even got the 2 Funko pencils in it, which you get from the Funko Fun Club membership. Here we have some stickers from the Funko Fun Club membership. Over here, guys, we have the small kind of like stands you get with your t-shirts when you buy them. Now, if we go a little bit farther, we've got my pocket pops and like keychains over there. Now, if we get back here, we have the Pop puzzles, which look great. We actually have the Star Wars one, the Pop Heroes one, as well as the Pop Marvel. Now, if we go over here, we also have my other Batman keychain, and I'm going to go show you Noah's collection now. So guys, for Noah's collection, he actually has Shmi, and then if we go a bit over here, he also has the Wicked Wentz ship with Captain, which looks really cool, really awesome. I love this one. We actually have 2 of each of these because for when we got that one, it was like broken, both of them were. So he got the broken ones just because I paid for the box and I didn't want him to have the new ones. So he got the broken ones, but they're still fine. They're pretty good anyways. Just one of them doesn't stand and the mast was off, so he glued it back on. But we did email Funko and they gave us new ones, replacements, and that was really awesome. Thank you, Funko. Okay guys, so this was a huge video. I know you guys love these ones. This is actually my 4th one that I've done before. The other one was like with 150 characters, then I did one with 200, then 250, or did I do with 250, then 300? Anyways, guys, I've got a bunch of these on the channel. They're all my top videos, and I know you guys love them. Let's see if we can hit 300 likes on this video. I think it's possible. We got over 1,000 on the last one, which we did with 200 or 300 characters. So anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Top Pops. Thanks for watching.